Welcome to your daily dose of hope. I'm Phyllis Nichols, and I'm glad you're here. Today, I'm going to talk to you about my Christmas cactus. It's a plant that I've had for, gosh, I think it's going on like 10 years old. It's been repotted a couple of times, and it's really quite large now. It's a couple of feet tall, and it's a pretty big plant. I might need to repot it again soon. Anyway, a couple of months ago, I really don't do much with this. It's a great plant that kind of just thrives on its own, and I give it a little bit of water. I think sometimes I feel like I overwater it. But anyway, it does really well without a lot of attention from me, which is great. So a couple months ago, I went to move it over so that I could water it and kind of clean up the table around it. And a piece of it fell off. And it was a pretty big piece. It was 2 or 3 inches long and it had a couple of little branches coming out of it. I don't really know why it fell off or where it came from, but I picked it up and it was still looked like it was live. It wasn't like all dried up or anything. So I had a little pot and I put some potting soil in it and I stuck it in there. And again, this little pot's like a little, I don't know, 2 inch square pot, super teeny tiny thing. And I just kind of stuck the part of the cactus into the dirt and kind of propped it up a little bit. And I thought, well, we'll just see what happens. It looked pretty bad. And I had my doubts that it was even going to make it. And honestly, I didn't really pay attention to it for a week or two. And then the next time I looked, it had sprouted new growth. And now I think that this tiny piece is actually going to bloom. My Christmas cactus blooms usually about mid-November. And, I'm really surprised. But it was a good reminder to me that number one, nature doesn't need me hovering over it to grow and thrive and do its thing, which is a good thing. And also it reminds me that sometimes broken things can turn into something new. Sometimes hope looks like this as well. Unexpected growth shows up in places we weren't even paying attention to. We can try so hard to force progress, to try to fix things, to rush things, to micromanage every little piece. But growth often has its own timing and healing has its own rhythm. Maybe the thing you're worried about just needs a little space, a little shift, maybe a little bit of time without pressure. That's today's hope, that things can revive and improve and heal even when you've kind of given up on them. It's worth a shot. This podcast is part of the Sound Advice FM network. Sound Advice FM, women's voices amplified.